Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Following Chelsea's victory over Brentford at the weekend, they are now on a 5-game winning streak. So similar to the original video we've done, if you haven't watched that already, check it out. We're just going to be having a quick overview of their season and then seeing what they can do in January, and then we're going to discuss if they are actual title challengers. So, should we get into it?
Let's go for it.
Talk about the game against Brentford?
Yeah, really dominating performance, wasn't it, really? Yeah. I know it's only 2-1, but they look really good, especially the fullbacks as well. Gusto, Cucurella.
They were flying.
Yeah, they look really good, and again, they're doing everything they need to win. You know, Brentford are a hard side. They were seen as their bogey team as well, and yeah, they put them away.
Cole Palmer and a lot of the players have, shushed the talkings of title challenging, but
yeah,
you've got to think they are 2 points behind Liverpool. I know Liverpool got a game in hand, but 2 points is a very small margin.
Yeah, and they've relied a lot less on Cole Palmer this season. I think.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
a lot of the different players have turned up. Like
Jackson.
Jackson has been really good this season. A lot surprised us all, I think, this season. And you think of Madueke as well in some games. He's been decent. Obviously, the Wolves game especially. Caicedo and Lavia in midfield have been.
Caicedo has improved a lot. I watched him against Brentford. I was like, okay, yeah, he's turned into a player now.
Yeah, Gusto has stepped up in Reece James' absence. You know, he's definitely their starting right back now. There's no question about it. Yeah. And yeah, they've just had so many good players this season.
Jadon Sancho as well.
Yeah,
his recent run of games.
Yeah,
he's showing the Sancho that we all know.
That's it, especially Spurs as well. He kicked off that sort of renaissance comeback against them, and he is starting to show the player he was at Dortmund. And finally, we're starting to see that Man United is probably a cursed club. You know, like every time you go to United, any player, they just plummet.
Yeah, I like how they've all respected Maresca's style of play as well.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
like it would be very difficult to come into a team like Chelsea with the money they've spent and sort of, without being horrible, the egos there.
Yeah.
But Maresca's done it well. I think I was thinking about this the other night. He's done it in the media, and he's probably done it to them behind closed doors.
Yeah.
He's just quelled the talks of title challenges. He's probably gone to them, look, you're a young squad. We're not, going to challenge for titles just yet. Just go out there and do your best.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't think you can sort of stake a claim to be in a title charge in the media, because that could just get out of hand.
Just unnecessary.
Yeah,
pressure.
it can get out of hand, and one loss and that's it. The media are all over you. But he's downplaying it, which you've got to do, and yeah, he's handled the pressure really well. Like you've seen. Not small man. I don't want to be so
dismissive.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be like that. But he's only been at Leicester, and he's come into Chelsea, and we've seen the likes of Poch, how much experience he had, and Graham Potter, way more experience than Maresca, and they didn't do it anywhere near as well as he's been doing right now. And he deserves full credit for how he's handled the players, as you said, with the egos. And the style of play as well is just so attacking. Like,
I love watching Chelsea.
Yeah, and it's sort of what Tottenham need to be like. You know, they're so good attacking Chelsea, but they're also really good defensively.
Yeah, despite the young defence.
Yeah, so it's it's a blueprint for Tottenham really to try and be like that. But yeah, it's full credit to Chelsea. You know, they've been a real surprise package in general this season, and Maresca deserves all the credit. Yeah.
Should we get on to their massive squad?
Yeah.
Obviously, they've got what's called an A and a B team. The team they've got out of the Conference League, and the team
it's mad, isn't it? Like how many players they got.
But they've done well to sort the squad out, and we're going to try and sort the squad out now. We're going to do what we've done in the Arsenal video, bit of a keep and get rid, not sell, because obviously there's players who are young enough to be loaned out.
Yep.
So let's start off with the keeps.
Yep.
Who do we have in our keeps? We have a lot of players first.
Yeah, I think there's people like it goes without saying. We're not really going to mention like your Cole Palmers. Obviously, we keep him. Them sorts of players. But I'm going to touch on the players that can be hit and miss. Nicholas Jackson. I think this season has been really good and staked his claim. Yeah, staked his claim to be a starter and in and around the first team. So yeah, for me, Jackson's got to stay. Enzo Fernandez. Now, this man at the start of the season, if you'd have asked me, I would have said sell him because I
would have called him a flop.
100%, because he was nowhere near good enough last season, and Chelsea fans were sort of wondering, what is he? Is he a DM? Is he a centre mid? Is he an attacking midfielder?
Yeah, it's a bit unclear.
Yeah, people weren't too sure, but he's sort of more attacking, getting more goal contributions, and is doing really well. So I'd keep Enzo Fernandez now, even though I set on selling him. Cucurella as well. Yeah. Another one I'd say possibly sell. I mean, he had a good Euro, so I would have given time. But yeah, he's been great
Yeah,
in that Brentford game as well.
He was brilliant. Whenever I only saw the highlights, but whenever I saw the highlights, he was always involved in some way.
Yeah.
He was bombing forward. Obviously, he got the goal.
Yeah.
It's just a shame how he acted at the end of the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Other than that, it was probably not a flawless performance, but it was a very good left-back performance.
Yeah.
Same with Gusto, flying.
Yeah, another keeper as well. Yeah.
I mean, he's really stepped up in Reece James' absence. Me and you spoke about it.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Sancho because all my days, this man is back to his best, I'd say.
Yeah, 100%.
The dribbling, the close control, he's added finishing to his game as well, and especially against Tottenham.
Yeah. I mean, unreal finish that.
Yeah, like you said, he went to Man United, was awful for a while, but he's come to Chelsea, and I think himself has said in the media he's happy there. The people are good with him. He wants to play. Of course, he's a London boy, so
it always helps. Always helps. Yeah.
Before we move on to the Cells, do you think he could get in the England squad under Tuchel?
Yeah, I think he could.
The way he's playing,
and the way obviously he's played at Dortmund as well. I don't know if it was under Tuchel or not, but Tuchel would have seen how well he's done in the Bundesliga, how well he's doing now. And I would love him to be back in the England squad. I think he adds something different to the team. And yeah, why not get back into the England squad and stake a claim to be in that left wing spot? Because Sterling ain't there anymore. And that left wing spot is open. Gordon is decent, has good performances, but it's up for grabs.
Yeah,
and I could see him in England, yeah.
So now we're on to the sell category. Yeah. It's going to be the longest part of the video, I think.
100%, yeah.
There's, like we said, there's a lot of players at Chelsea, a lot of players underperforming. So who should we start with? Should we start with your favourite player, Reece James?
Jesus Christ. I've said it for a few seasons now that the injuries, there's only so far you can go with the injuries. Yes, it's unlucky. Yes, it's not his fault. But you can only hold on for someone for so long. And obviously, he's a Chelsea boy. There's gonna be that relationship with the fans and with the backroom staff that he's got to stay. But I think it's time to go now. Like it's not good enough for how much he's probably on as a player, how much output he's getting, because that's what you're paying for. You're paying for the output, and
he's no output.
Exactly, yeah. Same with on the left side as well. Ben Chilwell, I'd sell him as well. Sort of been frozen out the squad under Maresca. Not really played. And yeah, another one I'd sell because of injuries.
Kieran Dewsbury-Hall.
Yeah.
Was meant to be like one of Maresca's main men and just hasn't been featured.
Nah, it's weird. It was like for 20-30 minutes. It reminds me of the Danny Drinkwater signing, you know. Yeah. English from Leicester. And yeah, he just hasn't featured. About 25-30 mil as well. A Maresca player, which is strange really, because surely you'd be in the squad, you know, trying to get him into the... Because he knows what he is, he knows what he's about. Yeah. But
has he played in the Conference League?
He must have done it. I think he must have had a few.
Chelsea fans, let us know if he's played in the Conference League.
Yeah. And Carney Chukwuemeka, I think he was really good at the start of this sort of Bowley era. Had a good start to the season, but then got injured. So I think another one, I'd loan him out, you know, get him some good playing time elsewhere and get his market value up, because Chelsea love doing that, love loaning out players, then send them on for a big fee. So it makes sense for really to loan him out.
Let's touch on big two talents, because they were regarded as big talents a couple of years ago. You've got Christopher Nkunku and João Felix.
Yeah, I'd sell both of them, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd sell both.
Cool.
It's risky, but you bought Nkunku to be the main man.
He's not.
Yeah, Jackson's being that man. And you can't be asking that guy to be playing only Conference League games. Like, yes, he's playing well in the Conference League, but you're playing against Armenian teams, you know, teams who are Astana, Kazakhstan, you know what I mean? Like these teams, that's it. These teams just, they're not what you get for a £50 million player like Nkunku to be playing in. He's got to make him mark in the Premier League, and yes, he's done it in 1 or 2 games, but he's such a better player. Like, look at the guy he was at Leipzig, you know, he was so much better at Leipzig.
He was quality at Leipzig.
Yeah, and he hasn't been that player, and I think we labelled him as a flop because he hasn't been that player that he was meant to be coming from Leipzig, so I'd sell him. And same with João Felix, you know, started well at Chelsea, but he was alright, you know, but he's not really a player who's going to contribute season in, season out for me, so I'd sell him.
I mean, there is still a lot of filling down that squad to do.
Yeah.
There is still a lot of filling. And Nkunku you can actually make money on.
Yeah.
Like we said, he's about 40-50 million. They got him in for free.
Yeah.
Why not? Not get rid?
Yeah. João Felix, what do you think?
Oh, yeah. Again, he's one of he's too old to loan out now.
Yeah.
We've got to start labelling him a flop, haven't we?
Yeah, you think? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when I watch him play, when I see like clips of him play, you can tell the ability's there.
Yeah.
It's just not all coming together. I think it is time to label him a flop and maybe call it quits.
Yeah, fair enough.
One player I want to talk about, we spoke about him previously.
Yeah.
They need to get rid of Robert Sanchez.
Yeah.
I do not like this man.
Yeah, I think you labelled him flappy, and he is though.
He is. Yeah. The thing is, it'll happen in the same game, not every game. He'll pull off an absolute world saver season contender.
Yeah.
The next minute, he don't want to come for the ball.
Yeah.
He can't kick a ball. It's just when you want to be a team like Chelsea want to be, and obviously they're labelled title contenders. A lot of that can boil down to your number one.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And I just don't think Robert Sanchez is that number one.
No.
I don't think any of their goalkeeping options are. They're
No,
good.
they're not.
Some of their goalkeeping options are good little, backups for the Europa League and the Cups. But I'm sticking with my choice of Jordan Pickford. I'm not going to go into it.
Yeah. He suggested it in players everyone should sell. Check that out as well.
Yeah,
it's a good video.
I said why, his distribution, his leadership, his character.
Yeah.
But yeah, Robert Sanchez for me is not that number one. So shall we finish off by discussing their title challenge?
Yeah.
Because it's been brought up a lot in the media, we mentioned. I do think they'll win the Conference League.
Yeah, they've got to. I think they're the biggest team in
There's
there.
no other team that can really compete with them.
No.
Obviously, like we said, the money they've spent, everything like that.
And they'll be the only team to ever win the Conference League, Europa League and Champions League. So it's a good thing to have. I know it's not a great trophy, but it's a good...
Better than nothing.
Yeah, 100%, as West Ham know.
Yeah.
Don't
be me. Do I think they'll win the Premier League? I've got an argument for yes, and I've got an argument for no.
Yeah.
I don't think they will because of the quality of Liverpool at the moment.
Yeah.
But Liverpool have slipped a little bit recently.
Yeah.
But the overall quality Liverpool have compared to Chelsea, I think will push Liverpool over the line.
Yeah.
But in terms of me thinking they will win it, is the depth they have and the quality of that depth.
Yeah.
You know, if, I don't know, say if Madueke gets injured, Adriano can come in.
That's it.
If, Jackson gets injured and Kunku can come in.
Yeah.
If their centre-backs get injured, they've got a whole side of London ready to go. Depth can take you a long way.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not on the same level, but we found out with Man City a couple of seasons ago. Obviously, me and you discussed the depth, how crazy it was. You could have like 200 million on the bench.
Yeah, definitely.
And your B and C teams could have still won the league. And I think that is the way Chelsea are slowly going.
Yeah.
They're going to have so much depth and so much quality within that depth that is my argument for why they'd win the league.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'd go with that as well. I think Liverpool will win the league. They've just got that experience as well of being in the title runs. I think when you look back at Arsenal, their inexperience, maybe that will play a part with Chelsea. But yeah, as you said, their depth is quality. Same with Arsenal. I'm comparing with Arsenal basically, and their depth they had was really good, but they're just, I don't know, Chelsea, their defensive back, like from defence backwards, it's not convincing, I don't really rate Fofana. I don't really rate Colwill in terms of them big, huge games.
Chelsea fans are going to come.
Yeah, I don't think he can be that solid centre-back that can win you titles. He's good centre-back, don't get me wrong, he's good, but I don't think he's title worthy.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
you do think of the title winning centre backs,
Yeah, Ruben Diaz, Van Dijk,
your Terrys as well, your Villiches, your Ferdinands.
Yeah,
is he really on that level?
No, I don't think he is.
Unfortunately, not.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
Robert Sanchez, as we've said, he's not good enough to win the Premier League, I don't think, and that will unravel towards the end of the season, I think. And yeah, I think one or two signings away from really winning the title. I think. Cole Palmer, I think, can change any game. That's what makes me think that they can win the league as well. And I'm a bit 50-50, same as you. But yeah, ultimately, Liverpool, I think, will win the league.
So, Chelsea fans, let us know what you think, what we've said about your club and players. Please don't be mean to us. Do we think Chelsea will win the league? Do we think they'll just miss out? What other trophies could they win? You've got the FA Cup, the League Cup. Let us know down in the comments below. Don't forget to follow us on all our social medias. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. We'll catch you next one, guys. See you later. Like.